Attention passionate Cleveland, BROWNS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland, BROWNS. Let's get to the news now. Folks, buckle up because what's happening behind the scenes with the Browns right now could have serious implications for their upcoming season and beyond. We all know the AFC North is one of the most competitive divisions in the NFL, packed with talent, grit, and fierce rivalries. But recent developments suggest that the Browns might be facing some hurdles, not just on the field, but off it as well, especially when it comes to their roster moves and player health. Today, we're diving deep into the latest updates about Quinshon Judkins, a young running back whose situation could be a game-changer for Cleveland. So, what exactly is going on with Judkins? Well, according to reports from Terry Pluto, who's been closely following the Browns' developments, there's some concern brewing around the young running back's immediate future with the team. During a recent press conference, Browns general manager Andrew Berry didn't hold back when discussing Judkins. It's clear that Berry's tone was serious and focused, and that's not something you see every day in a team's off-season updates. Unlike other signings or roster moves that are straightforward, Berry made it quite evident that there's no fixed timeline for Quinshon Judkins to join the team or even to sign a contract. And that's a big red flag, especially considering how much the Browns need depth and talent at the running back position. Judkins, as you may know, is a promising young player with a lot of potential, but right now, he's not even officially signed with Cleveland. That means the Browns are keeping their options open, not rushing into a decision, and perhaps even waiting to see how things develop before making a commitment. This cautious approach by Berry could indicate a few things, maybe injury concerns, maybe contract negotiations, or perhaps the team is scrutinizing how Judkins fits into their long-term plans. Now, for Browns fans, this sort of news can be unsettling. The running back position is crucial, especially given how the NFL has shifted to a more dynamic, versatile role for those players. Cleveland's offense could greatly benefit from a fresh, explosive talent like Judkins, but if he's not signed or ready to go, it leaves a gap. The team might have to lean more heavily on veterans or other players currently on the roster, which might not be ideal when it comes to building continuity and chemistry. The Browns have been making efforts to strengthen their squad, but these small, unresolved issues can snowball, especially if injuries or other unforeseen circumstances arise during training camp or the season. And let's not forget the broader context here. The AFC North is packed with teams that are always looking to capitalize on any weakness. The Pittsburgh Steelers, Baltimore Ravens, and Cincinnati Bengals all have their own weapons and strategies, so Cleveland can't afford to lag behind. Missing out on a key player like Judkins or facing delays in his integration into the team could be a strategic disadvantage. It's a tight division, and every little edge counts, especially when competing for playoff positioning and a shot at that elusive Super Bowl. What does this mean for the Browns' offensive outlook? Well, without Judkins, Cleveland might have to rely more on their established backs, like Jerome Ford, who showed flashes of brilliance last season. Ford has the speed and agility to be a game-changer, but he's still young and somewhat unproven over a full season. The team also has other depth players, but none quite match the potential explosiveness Judkins brings. If the Browns manage to sign him at some point, it could add a new dimension to their rushing attack, which has been a key focus under Kevin Stefanski's coaching philosophy. But right now, the uncertainty looms large. This situation also raises questions about the team's overall strategy in the offseason. Are they prioritizing long-term health and stability over quick signings? Are they waiting for the right moment to lock in Judkins? Or are there deeper concerns that might derail this potential addition? It's early in the offseason, but these decisions set the tone for the upcoming season, especially when it comes to how the Browns plan to compete in a division that's only getting tougher. And speaking of roster building, it's worth noting how Cleveland has been shaping their team in recent years. The Browns have been aggressive in drafting young talent, bringing in key veterans, and trying to build a balanced roster that can contend on both sides of the ball. Their defense has been steadily improving, with players like Myles Garrett leading the charge, and their offense has shown flashes of brilliance, especially when Deshaun Watson is healthy and firing on all cylinders. But every year, the challenge remains: assembling a roster that can sustain success over a full season, avoid injuries, and adapt to the evolving NFL landscape. Now, back to Judkins. It's interesting to see how this situation might develop. The NFL offseason is a game of patience, negotiations, and strategic decision-making. The Browns are known for their meticulous approach, and it's likely they're weighing their options carefully before making any commitments. Judkins' talent is undeniable, and if they manage to get him signed and integrated smoothly, it could be a huge boost for their running game. But if the delays continue, or if they decide to pass on him altogether, Cleveland will have to find alternative ways to bolster their offense, possibly through other free agents or internal development. You have to understand the significance of this in the bigger picture. The Browns are entering a critical phase where every move counts. They're trying to establish a winning mentality, build a roster that can compete with the best, and finally break free from years of disappointment. The AFC North is a gauntlet, and small setbacks like unsigned players or injuries can make all the difference between a playoff run and an early exit. So, Browns fans, this situation with Judkins is more than just a roster detail. It's a reflection of the larger battle they're fighting to reclaim their place among the NFL's elite. Now, looking ahead, what should fans expect? Well, training camp is right around the corner, and that's when we'll see more clarity. Will Judkins sign soon? Will he be ready to go when camp begins? These are the questions on everyone's mind. The Browns are known for their resilience and strategic planning, so it's likely they have contingency plans in place. But for now, the uncertainty is part of the story, and it's something Browns fans need to keep an eye on as the offseason unfolds. This also highlights how crucial player health and management are in today's NFL. The team's medical staff, coaching staff, and front office are all working behind the scenes to make sure that when Judkins or any other player is ready, they're at peak condition. The Browns have learned from past seasons that rushing players back too soon can backfire, so patience is key here. The goal is to have a fully healthy, integrated roster come September, ready to face their division rivals with everything they've got. As fans, we all want to see the Browns finally reach that next level, contend for playoff spots, and maybe even make a deep run in the postseason. Situations like this with Judkins, while frustrating at first glance, are part of that bigger journey. It's about patience, strategic planning, and trusting the process. Cleveland has a talented core, a passionate fan base, and the potential to surprise everyone if things click into place. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think the delay with Judkins is just a minor hiccup, or is it a sign of deeper issues? Are you optimistic about the Browns' chances this season, or do you think they need to make more moves? Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Browns. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Cleveland Browns news. We're all in this together, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for this team. Keep the faith, Browns fans, because the best is yet to come.